What's up, artists? Jay from Tattooing101.com here, and in my decade plus of tattooing, while training apprentices from all over the world, I see the same mistake over and over again, and that is not coming from a place of value and service first. Surprisingly, a lot of would-be apprentices don't even take the time to come down to the shop with a portfolio. They'll just simply call in, "Hey, y'all taking apprentices today?" If you do this, the answer will always be no. The more thoughtful would-be apprentice will actually come in with a portfolio. You're off to a good start. Then they'll blow their chances by trying to jump into a relationship or land an apprenticeship within the first 30 seconds to a minute. We don't know who you are. Think about it from a busy shop owner's perspective. We have to run a business, manage our artist, draw and tattoo for our own clients, and maybe, just maybe, have a family in the evenings. Maybe. So bringing on an apprentice is another job we just might not have time for. Yes, we know you'll pitch in by sweeping the floor and cleaning up the shop, but for the first year or so, you won't have any skills to make the shop any real money. And once you learn the fundamentals, many guys unfortunately take off and become the competition. So from a business standpoint, where is the incentive for this owner to want to teach you as an apprentice? Another way to think about this is that if you see an attractive person on the street, you're not going to run up and try to get married right away, right? You have to build a relationship first. I know it's kind of a weird analogy, but stick with me. Let me break down the most successful method we found for getting our artists into good, solid shops. Step one is going to be having a solid portfolio. This is going to be your best drawings, paintings, sketches, even some tattoos on practice skin. We're putting together our best work to really go out there and put our best foot forward. This shows that we're serious about tattooing and we've taken the time to master these fundamental skills. This way you're not starting over from scratch one when an artist first meets you. After that, we help our guys research the best shops in the area, shops they would be absolutely proud to work in. Think of this a bit like applying to college. You have your first or second choice and maybe a couple of fallback choices just in case, but we're really targeting the first, maybe the second shops on our list. So we do a deep dive on the research and find out everything we can about the shop and the artists that work there. Whose work really speaks to you and who would you love to learn from? Next, and this is the most important step, we take our hard-earned savings and we find the top guys on our list and we go and make appointments to get tattooed by them. Yep, that's right, you're actually putting skin in the game quite literally, and for good reason. Reason one is you get to see how these guys work. You get to see what machines they're using, what inks they're using, needles, their bedside manner, everything. You get a front row seat to everything, but more importantly, you get to see how that shop operates from the inside out. Now that you're locked in, you're getting tattooed, you start seeing the flow of the shop. Do the artists hate each other? How do they treat their customers? Would you fit in here? Do you actually want to spend the next 12 hours every single day for the next few years in this shop around these people? As you're looking around and taking it all in, getting tattooed by your favorite artist, there's no harm in chatting them up. You're going to be sitting here for the next few hours, so start making conversation. But remember, it's the first date to make it weird, and don't make it about you. Ask them how they got started, how they become a professional tattoo artist, what was their journey like. So you finish the tattoo, you're about to take off, and assuming you still want to work in this place and still want to learn from this person, there's no harm in saying, you know, I've really been doubling down on my painting and my drawing skills in hopes to one day, not today, become an apprentice. Do you mind taking 5 seconds to look at my portfolio? More often than not, if the artist is cool, you've just spent, 3 or 4 hours with him getting tattooed, paying him for his time, he's going to take 5 minutes to check your portfolio out and give you, ideally, some constructive criticism. Over the next few weeks, double down on your work. Put in twice as many hours, twice as much effort. Implement everything they told you to do into your paintings, into your drawings. That way, in this next step, you can show them that you really took what they said to heart and it really made an impact in your life and in your career. So over the next few weeks, you've taken the best care of this tattoo possible. Once it's finally healed up, you're going to swing back by the shop and ask the artist if they want to get a healed photo of the work. So I'd swing by the shop and say something like, "Hey, my tattoo healed up great. I wanted to swing by and see if you wanted to get a picture of it now that it's finally fully healed. By the way, thanks so much for the advice you gave me. It really meant a lot to me. Here's the changes I made in my work after getting your advice." At this point, I'd be very mindful of the artist's time. I would say no more than 10 minutes max in the shop. After that point, politely excuse yourself. Just say, "Hey, just wanted to swing by and say thanks again and let you get a quick photo. I'll see you next time." Now, assuming you have the budget, I would schedule an appointment to get another tattoo and maybe even bring coffee. I know it sounds kind of weird, but the more times you get to watch them tattooing, you're watching their depth, watching their machine speed, watching all this stuff, the more you can learn, the more you start to kind of assimilate it in your own brain. Now, I know the coffee bit might sound a bit weird, but think about any relationship, especially like with a spouse. When you first started dating, you would bring them flowers and take them out to nice restaurants, anything you can to kind of provide value, accelerate the relationship, and meet them face to face again. Okay, so maybe bringing your artist flowers is a bit weird, but you get the point. It's about providing value up front to get more face time and start building a relationship. Again, the point here is not to think about what you want, an apprenticeship, it's to see how you can provide value to this person. If you have graphic design skills, you can help them with a logo. If you can do some marketing or web design, whatever the case may be, how can you add value to this person? If all you have to offer is cash for another tattoo, so be it. If you can grab coffee and bring it by the shop just to get more face time, so be it. It might be kind of weird at first, but I know so many careers who have been started this way. So if you're looking for an apprenticeship, I hope that helps. Leave any comments or suggestions below. And if you're serious about turning your passion for tattooing into a profitable career, be sure to check us out at Tattooing101.com.